Here we are again with this Baritone ukulele, getting ready to string up. I don't know why this violin is here. We were working on that. It's brand new, doing the finish. Yeah, you can see the comparison in size to a full-size violin, which got a 14-inch body, so that must be about 13-inch. Anyway, got it all glued up, shined up, polished, varnished over the crack, 2 or 3 coats. You'd have to give it quite a few to fill it completely, unless you wanted to use one of those cyanoacrylate fillers, which I don't like. It's solid, that's the main thing. Only concern is whether the bridge will hold. We're hoping it will. So before we string it up, we want to double check the saddle. First off, this was originally glued in, and when we go to reset it, we notice it's quite loose here. It rocks back and forth. That's no good. And we cleaned out the channel, made sure that that was nice and flat, didn't widen it at all. Checked with the flat file. Yep, nice and flat. But the groove was cut at an angle, and so we had to fill that. We put a piece of white tape, and we also flattened it, made sure the bottom was nice and square, and to fill that gap so it's not rocking and rolling, we put that piece of tape on the front one. Now it fits nice and snug, no rocking and rolling. And we'll trim off the excess of that piece of tape so it looks nice. Use a little scalpel blade here and just cuts right through there. Oop. There you go. And we double checked the height. Should be good. Right around 4:30 seconds here. Actually, it might be a little high. Let me double check. It's hard to do it holding it up so you can see. So this is the way we would normally do it. Yeah, 4:30 seconds. That's good. And the same on this side. So, and the ukulele, it's good. Violins, guitars, you usually want to have your high string a little bit lower than your low string. But in ukuleles, outside strings are both high. So we'll give this a final little check on the nut here to make sure the grooves are nice and smooth. We don't want to wreck our brand new strings. Looks like some kind of synthetic plastic, early plastic, like Ivoroid, kind of crude. And these are, if you don't have ball ends, then this is set up the same way as a, small, same way as a classical guitar. Just go through the hole, wrap around a couple times. And since the bridge makes it harder, or the saddle, we're going to do these before we put the saddle back. Now the other thing we checked was the length, string length there to the which is critical for playing in tune. And the baritone uke, by the way, is tuned the same as the top 4 strings of a guitar. D, G, B, E, if you're going from lowest to highest. Now these unwound strings, you need to go up around at least 3 times or it will pull loose. So we'll do that. Put that in place. I forgot to mention after we file these, make sure there's no sharp edges on it. And we'll put a little pencil lead in there. And graphite lubrication. Always helps. And top string in here and I'll be ready to go. Now these are nice and tight, the pegs here, so instead of turning the peg, we're going to wrap it around there a few times and then stick it through. It's a little quicker. Mine one is silver plated wound nylon. This is aluminum wound nylon.
Hello.
Hello.
She met with her teacher.
You need a guitar teacher?
Huh?
You're meeting a guitar teacher?
No, the violin.
Oh.
Christina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she recommended to use a pad for like her neck and shoulder for the violin.
Okay.
And also 2 books.
All right, I'll be right with you there.
Okay.
Oop. Gotta put this back in there. The other critical thing for this nut is to make sure it's the right length for intonation. 12th fret is 241, so this should be 482. It's just a little short. It's tuning up my old baritone ukulele. Okay, we'll let those strings stretch out, check the height, and we'll be done.